Hey guys, it's Deanna. Thank you so much for joining me for this past week's Fizz and Flow. It was so exciting to see everyone online. One, just for the sake of seeing everyone socially. Two, because I'm so thankful for your support and I really appreciate you joining me and taking the class and just being a part of something really exciting in my first streaming video online. This is an hour-long yoga class just for you guys who joined my very first Fizz and stream. All my other classes in the upcoming library that I plan on creating are probably going to be less than an hour, so you're not only getting my first, but you're probably getting the longest one that I will ever have available. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you take time for yourself to enjoy this hour of yoga however you need, and take it whenever you want. It's yours now. So we are going to start on our backs today, laying flat on our mats. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable position. And just begin to lay down, maybe hands to the belly or on your side, whatever feels better. As you begin to pause and breathe, I want you to notice your body. If there's any uncomfortable tension points, just adjust. Maybe tucking the chin and lengthening the neck. Maybe adjusting the arms or the lower back to really feel as heavy and tensionless down into your mat. Whether your hands are on your belly or not, we're going to begin to breathe. We'll start with our Ujjayi pranayama breath, taking deep inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. We'll simply start by releasing all the air out of the mouth. Sigh it out. Seal the lips and take a deep inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose, really feeling the air fill your lungs from the bottom up. Exhale, feeling that air rush out from the top down, every ounce, making room for the next inhale. Slow and steady. And exhale, slow and steady. Continuing your Ujjayi at your own pace. Take a moment to pause. And as your breath draws you deeper into focus, maybe set an intention for today's practice. Something that's suited for today, or what you need. Something that's going to allow your practice to stay on track. What's your goal and your hope for your time on your mat today? Very gently, and on your next inhale, just bring the right knee into the chest. On your exhale, interlace the fingers over the shin and gently draw the knee to the chest. You might take the left foot and really flex it, lengthening the left hamstring, drawing the right knee into the chest or bypassing the ribs and heading to the shoulder. If there's any pressure in the right knee, just interlace under the knee and just work on that hip for a moment. Any hip circles or foot circles are more than welcome. Stay here or take half a happy baby. Reach for the outside edge of the foot. Gently draw the heel over the knee. And if your lower back pops off the ground, just bend the left foot and place the sole of the foot into the ground. Feeling the flatness of your lower back, trying to relax the head down as best you can. If you can't quite reach your foot, it's okay to reach along the shin or even to the knee. Gentle spinal twist. Go ahead and touch the right toes down, scoot the hips to the right, and gently begin to drop the knees off to the left. We scooted the hips right to make sure the spine stays in line, so this is simply a twist and not a back bend. Arms can fall anywhere that's comfortable because it's a gentle twist. So wherever they're naturally falling, just let them be. Knees can be in fetal, outstretched, or one bent and one straight. It's your choice. Every inhale, just drawing in focus as we warm up. Every exhale, just settling in. Beginning to unwind, drawing both knees into the chest this time. Fixing our felt pelvis on the mat so it's back in line and centered. Maybe rocking side to side for a moment. We'll gently keep the left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Heel flexed on the mat so the hamstring is long on the right side. Our left fingers are interlacing over the shin. Think inhale, get long. Exhale, gently draw in. You can also draw that hip to the shoulder, bypassing the ribs, and you're very welcome to take the hands under the knee instead of on the knee if there's any compression in the knee joint. Any circling of the hips or the ankles is more than welcome. Stay here or come to half a happy baby, reaching for the outside edge of the left foot, gently drawing the heel over the knee. It's okay if you want to bend the right leg for more support in the lower back, and even adjusting the neck so it's long on the mat, head trying to stay down. With heel over the knee, a little pull here is good, but anywhere you need to reach along the shin, the calf, or the foot is perfectly fine. Gentle spinal twist. We'll just touch these left toes down, scoot the hips to the left, begin to just drop those knees off. Hands falling wherever you need them to be. And it's okay if you need to choose a different leg pattern on this side. Honoring the differences between our right and our left, our little imbalances, and the natural asymmetry of the human body. We gently begin to unwind. We'll center ourselves back on the mat, bringing the knees into the chest. Begin to rock a little more fully side to side, maybe circling the knees, finding a massage in the lower back, and the back of the pelvis. We'll start bringing that rocking and rolling up and down along the spine, maybe even coming up to a boat, and then swinging back to the upper back. Feeling free to use the momentum of the feet to help. Let's take this a few times, no rush. And the next time you come up, see if you can balance with the feet up. Holding here and staying strong. Let's see if we can do it no hands. Last time, try either option. It's okay if you need to bring the feet or the hands down, no big deal. Pausing here for a moment, heels together, big toes together, knees together to touch. The crown of the head is reaching up and back with a nice long flat spine. Hands can stay here to assist, or they can just fly free. Take a deep inhale, arms up, exhale, push the feet forward and extend the hands down and forward. Get long, scooping the belly. Inhale up. Exhale long. Inhale up. And exhale long. Inhale up. And then release, exhale for tabletop. You can sweep the legs around or roll over the ankles. And find your hands right under the shoulders, knees under hips. Now, our toes can be tucked or untucked, totally your choice. A neutral spine is found with the eyes between the thumbs and the pelvis gently tucked for a very long, flat spine. Take a deep inhale, gaze forward, belly drop, tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine upward, drop the head and tuck the pelvis. Inhale, belly drops, head and tailbone up. Exhale, belly rises, head and tailbone down. Inhale, feel the stretch across the abdominals as you engage the back body. Exhale, feel the stretch in the back as you engage the front of the body. Inhale, feel the length across the chest. Exhale, imagine blowing a big balloon under the belly to round the whole length of it. Continue your cat and cows at your own pace. And you're very welcome to take any barrel rolls with the chest, carving out one side or the other. Always welcome to move in any way you see fit today. Any way your body is craving, go for it. We're going to work into our very first plank. So take those hands out a little bit further, tuck the toes, and simply lift the knees. Knees are welcome to stay down, but if they are up, really focus on a straight line from the crown of the head all the way to the heels. We want to press the floor away, not collapsing down into the shoulders, but almost creating an upside down U with the arms and the chest. From here, we can slightly engage the lower abdominals by tucking the pelvis and pulling the core up and in. Take a deep inhale, move the shoulders over the fingertips. Exhale, lower. Knees are welcome to come down as the body comes down in one unit. Inhale for cobra, but continue to breathe after that, pausing here, using mostly the strength of the back as we press the hands, pelvis, thighs, and feet down. Shoulders away from the ears. Child's pose. Knees stay down as the hips sink back and you rest. Hands can be under the head, outstretched, or even back by the feet. Whatever feels right here, just take a moment to yourself and come back to your intention. Where are you at today? What do you need? Gently begin to move the hands back under the shoulders. We're going to take that low flow with child's pose 3 times. So inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Slide it back. Take a deep inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Nice and easy, tuck those toes and begin to work into your very first downward dog of today's practice. Feel free to pedal out the feet, move through the hands. Just get yourself situated. It's also our first inversion of today's practice. So, in your upside down shape, make sure those ears are between the biceps. Shoulders away from the ears with a long neck. Crown of the head reaching for the hands. Hips up and back. And as the feet might come to stillness, it's okay to still bend the knees, and the heels don't have to touch. Depending on your stance, they might. There's no requirement. Let's take that low flow with a downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, slowly tiptoe the feet to forward fold and hang in ragdoll first. Reach for opposite elbows, maybe even bend the knees. Just hang upside down. Gaze at the knees or through the legs to lengthen the back of the neck. time we stand today, we're gonna roll up really slow. So release the hands, a little bend in the knees, and begin to engage the lower back as it rolls up so slowly. The lower back begins to stack, middle back, rib cage, shoulders open along with the chest, and roll back, head is tall. Take a deep inhale, arms up, and exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Arms can go out to the side or to the front, your choice. Now, take the hands to the shins. Take a deep inhale as you get long. Exhale, fold forward. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, find your plank. However it's comfortable to step those feet back. Big inhale for strength. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. Take a deep exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hop, step, or jump the feet to get there. This time we're hinging up to stand. Big inhale, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Long, straight spine as long as you can. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time, bend the knees, lift the heels, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hinge to stand. And exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, 3 halfway lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Pausing here. We're going to bend the hands down to the ground, bend the knees. Just step the left foot back. Runner's lunge. If you need to scoot this right foot forward, go for it. All 10 toes facing the same direction. Left hand down. Right hand to the hip or up. Make sure all 10 toes continue to face forward. No swiveling on the back foot. Big toe, both face the same direction. We're going to flow this arm. Take an inhale, gaze up if you want to balance, challenge. Exhale, sweep the arm back and down to the floor. Let's circle the arm forward on the inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, back and down. All 10 toes continue to face forward, left knee down, low lunge. Hands anywhere you'd like, just coming through this for a moment, just to open up that left hip flexor. So this left hip flexor is working hard, and we're using the strength of our hips and our core to stay in line to the front. You're welcome to stay facing front, or also take a little twist here. If you'd like a fun advancement, the right hand's gonna hook around the left thigh, left hand up, and then you look over your right shoulder. Coming back through our twisted runner's lunge, left hand down, right hand up, lift the left knee, and you're already there. Right hand down for pyramid pose, scoot the back foot in, and straighten both legs as best you can. Feel free to lift the back heel or keep it flat. Either way, the lower back is square to the floor. So think about your hips being level and one not higher than the other. Think about melting the chest towards the shin, and hands can come anywhere along the leg that you need. Bend the knees, hands down. Step the left foot to meet the right. Take a deep inhale, hinge to stand. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, cycle the arms up. And exhale, fold. 3 halfway lifts are coming. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Keep the left foot where it is. Bend the knees, hands down. Right foot back, runner's lunge. Find your position here with all 10 toes facing forward. The right hand's going to stay down. The left hand moves to the hip or straight up. As you do this, keep all 10 toes facing forward, especially that back foot. Make sure it does not swivel. The left big toe points in the same direction as the right big toe. From here, we're going to flow that arm. Take an inhale, maybe challenge the gaze up. Exhale, reach it back, and then down. Inhale, arm goes forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Last time, inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Hands down. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. Right knee down, low lunge. Tuck or untuck the back toes, and hands can go wherever you feel comfortable. It's okay to bring the hands to a different place than you did on the other side. Whatever feels comfortable for this hip, the right hip flexor is working this time. And we're really trying to keep our hips forward. Our toes in opposite directions now. If you feel stable, feel free to begin your twist. Just taking the left hand to the lower back. Your fun advancement option today is left hand to the right thigh, right hand up, and then maybe look and twist. With control, we're going to bring the right hand down to the ground, left hand up for a twist. Runner's lunge, lift the back foot, and you're in your runner's lunge twist once again. Left hand down, let's go ahead and come to pyramids. Scoot the back foot forward and begin to melt into that front leg. Hips are square. If you prefer to lift the back heel, that's perfectly fine as long as everything stays square. Hands adjusting wherever you need on this side. No matter what, that spine has length in it, not hunched or over curled into the leg. Nice and gently bend the knees if needed as you step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, hinge to stand. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Just one this time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Big inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale as a cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a moment to pause here. If you'd like to take a break in child's pose, stay in downward dog, go for it. Otherwise, we're doing 3 low flows. Inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. 3-legged dog, right foot up. Nothing changes in the body, so equal weight in the hands, ears between the biceps. Flex your right foot so that the big toe points down still. That way your hips are not open, but they are square. Inhale, maybe lift an inch. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step that foot through for crescent lunge. All 10 toes continue to face forward. Arms could come straight up or head to the knee or the hips. As we pause here, kind of like runner's lunge, all 10 toes face in one direction, and we're using the strength of our core and hips to stay in line. You can stay here or take a little twist. Maybe just challenging the gaze to the side, or even the heart to the side. Opening the shoulders to whatever wall is to your right. If you'd like to take that same arm shape as we did in low lunge, simply take the right hand to the left thigh, and the left arm begins to move up. As you do this, keep the left big toe grounded, no swiveling in the back foot. Wherever you are, come through heart center, facing forward. Nice and controlled. Warrior 2, spin the back heel down, open the arms, and pause for some alignment checks. We should be able to see our right big toe on the inside of the knee. Our left foot is angled at a right angle to the leg or less, and the arms are outstretched. Keep the rib cage over the pelvis, and really, really centered and engaged. Equal weight in the feet, really pushing down into the floor. As you look over that outstretched right hand, get strong. It's a warrior pose for a reason. Take a deep inhale with me. Arms straight up, legs straight, maybe even gaze up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, lower back into warrior 2. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, warrior 2. Keep the legs just as they are. Flip the front hand. Begin to reach up to the ceiling and let the left hand come to the hip or come down the leg anywhere except the knee. As you reach up with the right hand, take the gaze side or to the back foot. That way this remains a side stretch, not a back bend. Really staying deep into that right leg, trying not to come out of it, but really keeping the lower body just as it was in Warrior 2. With the strength of the energy in your right hand, inhale the right hand out of it, exhale left hand, also long. Begin to straighten the front leg as we come through triangle. Reach the right fingertips over the toes, left hip can sink back, and then we simply come down into whatever level is comfortable. Our right hand might be anywhere along the body except the knee. And the left hand reaches up, and this is really strong, lots of energy helping to lift us up and stay in line. Wherever you are, continue to breathe. Gaze is wherever it's most comfortable. I think the most challenging is up, but you decide for yourself where you'd like to be. With control, we're going to take the energy in the left hand and send it up really strong. Big inhale as you come out of it. Peaceful warrior once again with straight legs. Right hand begins to reach up and back. Left hand trickles down the leg. Big stretch in the side body, not the back bend. Side stretch. This is the same pose we did with bent legs, but now they're simply straight. It's called peaceful warrior. With the strength of your right hand, big inhale out of it, and then begin to face the side of your mat. So all 10 toes face the left side of your mat. Take a deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, straddle, stretch forward. Just hang upside down. I'm gonna take ragdoll arms in my straddle stretch, but if you prefer to reach under the feet or behind the legs or a more engaged stretch, go for it. I'm going to loosen up my back and just take ragdoll here. With all 10 toes facing one direction, if you really want to bend or straighten or change your stance, that's perfectly okay. Gently begin to release the hands and draw attention to the right foot coming back to the top of your mat through runner's lunge. All 10 toes face the top of your mat, hands down for three-legged dog, right foot up, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Low flow, inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot up. Nothing changes in the body except the left foot moving up. Equal weight in the hands, ears between the biceps. Shoulders away from the ears. And this left foot is flexed and pointed down, keeping the hips in line. Inhale, maybe lift an inch higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, stepping it through. Crescent lunge. Begin to sweep the arms up or bring them to the hips, the knee, or anywhere in between. Just like runner's lunge, all 10 toes face the same direction, same with the hips. Wherever your arms are, focusing on broad shoulders, strong and strength-filled pose. If you'd like to challenge your gaze left, go for it. If you want to challenge your heart to twist to the left, that's fine too. Just like our low lunge, that arm shape was left hand to the right thigh, right arm up. From here, really strong stretch through the right side body so we don't collapse to one side or the other. Should be very lifted even though we're quite grounded as well. With control, we're going to bring our hands to heart center and face front once again. Warrior 2, spin the back heel down, arms open. Adjust your stance as needed. And check in that you can see the left big toe on the inside of the left knee. That the right foot is no more than a right angle, maybe less. Pelvis is the foundation for the ribs. Arms outstretched, look over that left hand with strength. Warrior pose for a reason, stay strong. Let's flow it up. Inhale, arms up, legs straight. And exhale, lower. Inhale, arms up, legs straight. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's take that one more time as we inhale up. And exhale, lower. Peaceful warrior. Flip the left hand. Begin to move it up over the head. Right hand supported anywhere along the right leg except the knee. Making sure that this is a side stretch, not a back bend. So maybe gaze to the right side of your mat or even to the back of your mat. Staying strong into the left knee, avoiding the encouragement that your body wants to come out of it. With the strength of your left hand, begin to move the left arm up. Back to warrior 2 for triangle pose. Straighten the front leg, move the left fingertips over the foot, and begin to tip the left hand anywhere along the leg except the knee that's comfortable. Right hand reaches up with lots of strength, so it's quite a lifted pose, especially through these shoulders. Gaze can be anywhere that's comfortable. I find up most challenging. Wherever you'd like to be today, go for it. Focus on nice flat hips and shoulders to whatever side wall you're facing. With the strength of your right hand, we're going to come up, keeping the legs straight. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Keep the legs straight and just begin to shift the weight back into that side stretch. Focusing on a side body open rather than a back bend. We're gently going to begin to take the hands out to the side, and we're going to come through Malasana this time. So if you're dying to take another straddle stretch, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to take Malasana. I'm going to flip myself around. And all we're going to do is we're going to bring our toes to face the direction you were just in. Then we're going to heel toe the feet in as much as you need to begin to work down into a squat here. So you might stay here, just focus on opening the hips. From there, maybe the elbows come down, maybe the feet adjust. If you can begin to drop down, you might just find your hips between your knees or even your calves. Now, anywhere along this path is comfortable. If you don't have any pain and you want to lift the heels to go lower, it's okay as long as you feel safe and stable. I prefer to work into Malasana with heels down. So I would prefer, as I was getting used to Malasana, to keep the heels down and work slowly into it, and only fully drop if the heels touch. Whatever you're most comfortable doing, go for it. With elbows between the knees and hands in prayer, can actually create a nice little triangle of tension and balance at the same time. Thinking about keeping the gaze a foot or two in front of you, crown of the head lifted, not sinking. Tailbone down. As we gently begin to release, take the hands down to the floor and begin to lift out the same way you came. Feet together. Let's hang in ragdoll. This time gently turning the toes in ever so slightly. As we hang upside down, we can bend or straighten the legs. Just take a moment to relax those hips. Stay here, move into hand to foot pose. Feet straight forward, so all 10 toes facing the same direction. You can either take your index finger and your pointer finger, or your pointer finger and your middle finger, and take your big toes to hold on. You can also reach underneath the feet, hands getting stepped on, toes at the wrist crease. Whichever one you take, bend the knees as much as you need to get it comfortable and drop the head. When I'm doing a hand to foot pose, I generally focus on stretching the back, not the hamstrings. So as I stretch, and then maybe bend the elbows and drop the head, I feel a great stretch in my back. So wherever you feel it, depending on the angle of your elbows and knees, can offer a lot of different things for different bodies. Just hang, really remembering to drop that head. We'll gently release when we're ready. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, little bend in the knees. Starting to make the pelvis vertical, middle back, and upper back tall. Nice. So we're going to work through dancer today. Standing bow as well. I often use them interchangeably, though I know that there's some details that are different. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat. And we're going to do a little breakdown right now and take it nice and slow. So instead of flowing into it, just take a moment to pause. Stand up really tall. Hands down, shoulders back. Take a deep inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, flatten them down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, flatten them down so the underside of every knuckle in your toes is nice and down. Lift the ankles. Think about lifting your arches a little higher. And then engage the quads to stand really tall. Let's take this with our right leg first. You're going to take the right hand, I'll face you for this part, and take it out to the side. From there, you're going to begin to balance on the left foot, lifting the right foot. You're going to keep the thumb pointing up and or back and reach for the inside of the ankle. This looks very much like a quad stretch that we would do holding here, but we're holding on the inside of the ankle. As we begin our bow pose, we want to make sure we're not pulling this knee out to the side, but keeping it behind us. So big shoulder stretch as well. We're going to begin to take the left arm forward for balance and kick into the right hand. As we do this, you can point or flex the foot in the back. Once again, don't let the knee flare out. Keep it in line with the shoulder and the hip. Wherever you are, take deep breaths, and if you fall out, just get back in. It's no big deal. Big breaths. Think about the flatness of your toes and the left foot and the liftedness of the arch. The body should stay nice and upright, only leaning forward if the foot kicks high enough to encourage it to do so. We're going to come out of this with control, bringing the foot a little lower, and then eventually releasing it. Feel free to pedal out the feet, taking a moment to pause. Shoulders might roll, neck as well. All right, let's restart. 10 toes all facing the same way. Take an inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, flatten them down. One more time, inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, flatten them down. Lift the arches, engage the quads, and abs too. Left hand comes out to the side. We begin to balance on the right foot. Left foot begins to lift. We're going to reach for the inside of the ankle. From here, the right arm reaches out. We're going to begin to kick back. Body staying upright until our back mobility and body encourages us forward. We want to make sure the knee does not flare out, but stays underneath the foot, which is also in line with the shoulder and the hip. As we continue to reach, keeping the chest tall. Breathing deeply here. If you fall out, just get right back in. Not being afraid to have a playful practice. It will not make it any less serious or valuable, I promise. With control, we're going to begin to become upright once again, dropping the foot when we're ready. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, and we're going to roll down this time. So crown of the head forward, head gets heavy. Beginning to feel the heaviness of the head, round the shoulders forward. Stretching the upper back, then the middle, then the lower. Pausing here. Whatever stretch you want to take, ragdoll, reaching behind the legs, hand to foot, it's your choice. With control, we're going to begin to sit down nice and slow. So hands might come to the floor, bend the knees, beginning to crouch and then sit down. Heels to the top of your mat for staff pose. So just like in our standing pose, we want nice straight legs, nice long spine. Take a deep inhale, lift the head. We're going to slide into it. Slide the hands down so you reach the crown of the head also towards the toes. Let's take 3 halfway lifts here. Inhale, halfway lift, just like standing. We just happen to be sitting. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Think about lengthening the spine. And exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Pausing here. Reaching whatever part of the body you can access and just getting long in the stretch. Trying to avoid reaching the crown of the head to the knees and getting too curled under and crunchy. We want to stay long, but it is okay to relax the head and also to drape the body over the legs. Deep breaths here as we start to wind down. Keeping this forward and bent shape of the upper body, I want you to just look at the toes, reach the hands towards the toes. Stay low and keep the body rounded as we roll down Pilates style. Keeping the whole upper body rounded and the lower body tucked in. Lots of pelvic tilt here. Scooping the pelvis underneath, tucking the hips. Coming down so slowly. Try to touch the lower back before the rib cage is the hardest part. Once the rib cage touches, then the shoulder blades can, then the shoulders, and let's stretch the arms all the way up. Big full body stretch. Fingertips to toes as long as possible. Big stretch here. Knees to chest, hug it out. As we hug the knees in, it's okay to keep the knees together or apart. And of course, anytime we're reaching for the knees, it's okay to go underneath if you're feeling any pressure in the knee joint. Right knee stays into the chest, left leg long on the mat, heel driving down and forward. As we gently draw the knee into the chest, it might come out to the shoulder, totally your choice. From here, if you'd like to take your half a happy baby, go for it. Left leg can be straight or bent. As you reach for the right side of the foot, this right knee might come to the outside of your arm, and that's okay. Gently flexing this foot, think heel over knee, and pulling down like you're in a big, big lunge on the ceiling. We'll bend the left leg if it's not already. Place the right foot on the left knee and let the right knee fall out to the side for figure four. Stay here and push the knee. Let gravity do its job, or you can even reach through and grab this left thigh. I like flexing my right foot. I find that it gives more engagement to the stretch. Whatever feels right, you go for it. And this is a great alternative to pigeon if you have any sort of knee or joint problems with that pressure. This is the perfect alternative. Think about keeping the lower back flat on the ground. Really focusing on that right hip. Right foot down to the ground. Gently scoot the hips to the right as your knees go to the left. Any shape is fine today. You might stack the knees, just bend one knee, or take whatever other shape feels right. And the arms can outstretch or just fall into whatever shape feels comfortable. Big airplane arms or hands in or goalposts are all good options. And I want you to just breathe here. Focusing on slow breaths. Wide shoulders that are away from the ears. No back bending here, just twisting. Very slowly, we'll just unwind gently, recentering the pelvis on our mat. Drawing the knees into the chest once again, feeling free to rock with knees together or apart. Left knee stays into the chest, right leg long on the mat. As we draw the left knee in, it can be shoulder, chest, whatever you need. Just focusing on that left hip and giving it some attention. As we do some of these floor stretches that we also did at the beginning of class, take note of the differences. The beginning versus the end, and how your muscles feel differently, hopefully for the better. Half a happy baby. Take the left outside of the foot, bring it up over the knee. It's okay if this knee comes to the outside of the arm. It's actually preferred. You can bend or straighten the right leg. Just like doing a big lunge on the ceiling, try to keep the length in the back leg if this was lunging, but of course it's not lunging, it's on the ground, so we keep it straight. If you are bending it to find stability in the lower back, just make sure that's a conscious effort. Really keep both hips down and the lower back down. Bend the right knee if it's not already. Place the left foot on the right knee for figure 4 stretch on the left side. You can just hang here, let gravity do the work, press the left knee, or reach for the right thigh and gently draw in. Your choice, whatever you feel you need, go for it. Very gently releasing that left foot and coming into our twist. Scooting the hips to the left as the knees fall to the right. And then arms outstretched by your side, on your belly, whatever feels right here, go for it. Trying to really let this side unwind. Focusing on the twist of the spine, no back bending, just twisting and breathing. Very gently, we'll just unwind, recentering the pelvis on the mat and drawing the knees into the chest. Hugging in. We're going to take bridge pose next. And I encourage you, if you have any props laying around, like a pillow, a block, or anything like that, maybe take assisted bridge. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bend the knees, soles the feet down into the ground, head nice and flat. And we're going to take either full bridge, lifting the hips, or take your assisted bridge and go ahead and take whatever props you have, just place it under the hips. From here, the legs can be bent or straight if you're taking assisted bridge. We're just going to take a moment to pause. A great alternative is widening the feet and dropping the knees in, which would not be safe in full bridge, but is certainly okay in your assisted bridge. As we begin to wind down, taking it slow as our breaths come in and out. Neck long wherever we are. And if you've taken full bridge, go ahead and move into your assisted bridge. Begin to rest. Beginning to work towards your final resting pose, I encourage you to either stay here, adjust your props, or do whatever you need to make your Shavasana extra comfortable, especially that we're at home. We have not our normal yoga props maybe, but we have a lot of options that are hopefully comforting to us in other ways. So I encourage you to find a comfortable position. Work into that Shavasana slowly. If you need to take any other movements, please go for it, it's okay. But when you're ready, we're gonna lay calm and heavy into our mats. If we're laying on our backs, we'll notice the feet gently fall out to the side as the lower body and hips relax. With a heavy lower body, pelvis feels weighted down into the mat. Spine long and upper body getting heavier too. Rib cage imprinting downward. Every rib that makes contact with the mat a little heavier. Shoulders broad and arms heavy wherever they've landed. Neck and jaw unclenched. And lips might part. The muscles in the face relax away from the center line. Eyebrows unfurrowed. And just breathing, allowing the body to lead the mind into our meditation. Quiet mind, filled with gratitude for our practice, our ability to stay safe and whole no matter what happens around us. Like a ship moving through various weather and storms, sunny days or rocky waters. Inside the hull can stay dry and warm, taking care of our body and mind so our spirit can rest easy, calm, and safe. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you want or can. Whenever you're ready to come out of it, just simply roll to fetal position. Comfort, a childlike safety in the body. And whenever you're ready, we'll just roll up slowly, hands into the mat. Finding a seated position, however is comfortable. Long spine, sits bones grounded and lower body softened. Spine grows tall but tensionless as the shoulders roll down and back. Feeling confident and calm, both strong and humble. Balanced in the knowledge that we create safety for the spirit to rest by taking care of the body, by caring for the mind, giving it permission to rest, weathering the world in a way that keeps us calm. Take a deep inhale, arms stretching out to the side, then up, hands touch overhead, and exhaling down through heart center. Hands touch at heart center. We'll gently bow forward. Namaste. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day or evening or whatever time you're listening to this. And I hope you enjoy it at any time to bring it. It's going to be yours exclusively until the rest of the library opens up, and then eventually I may get to share parts of this video with others, but it's all yours. I hope you enjoy having it first, and it's extra long, so feel free to enjoy it in part or in whole at any time. It's amazing how sometimes taking the same class, literally with the same video, can sometimes bring us different value at different times of the day, different days of the week, or just during different circumstances of life. So I hope you enjoy class. I hope you continue to take class online. See you again when I'm streaming or just in another recorded video. Thank you guys so much for joining with me. Have a great day.